It's good to know that you're still there. You're still watching Dawn on VOS TV. My name is Osasoge IBA, and I'm still here with my beautiful ladies in the studio. Hey, girls.
Hi there.
Okay, so on this very next segment, we are going to be talking about something rather interesting. It's something that usually stirs up a lot of mixed reactions in the minds of people whenever it's been talked about. Now, the question we're going to be asking today is, as a woman, as a wife, would you pay your salary into your husband's account? Would you allow for your salary to be paid into your husband's account?
I don't understand. Because I'm married to him, I'm not paying my salary to his account. Because I'm married, so I'm not indebted to him or what.
Okay.
I can't do that.
You can't
It's
do
a
that.
no.
But you know what they say about marriage, two becomes one. So 1 + 1 is no longer 2. 1 + 1 is now 1.
My sister, when it comes to money, 1 + 1 is 2. 1 +
Okay.
1 is 2. I can't imagine myself paying my salary into my husband's account.
Why not?
Excuse me. Yeah, we have instances where things are happening in the world now because we have issues cropping up every day of situations whereby women do things with their husbands, and at the end of the day, it went so.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Few years ago, we have something that occurred between a woman and a man. They live in abroad. So coming over here, she sends money to her husband to build an apartment, and after everything, he came back. He used to come to Nigeria December yearly to do 1 or 2 with his family. And at the end of the day, he ended up marrying another woman in that same apartment that he built with the woman abroad.
With her money?
With her money.
Oh, wow.
You understand? She even bought him a car. That same car that she bought with her hard-earned currency.
It's funny when you put it that way.
With her hard-earned currency, will not use that car to carry another woman. Do you understand? And that issue went viral when it happened because she had to call in a lawyer and everything, and the woman he ended up marrying over here in Nigeria, so it was like, he's my husband. So it became something that they could not settle easily.
Of course.
So in that kind of a situation, you see so many things happening that you do joint accounts with your husband, and at the end of the day, you don't just understand what happens.
Yeah, so just hold that thought right there, because you just mentioned joint accounts. We're going to get to that, but first of all, I'd like to know what Ijoma thinks about this. She has been smiling since I mentioned this topic. Would you allow your salary to be paid into your husband's account?
No.
Why not?
I'm the one doing the work, honey. Like, I'm going to the office every day.
Okay.
I'm the one doing the work. But then when it comes to joint account for the family, I can put in my own part of the money.
Okay.
For my salary inside your account. Okay, excuse me, who's working in the office?
Okay, if tables were turned, would you allow your husband pay salary into your account? No? That's the first?
I'm going to eat it.
Okay. Would you allow your husband's
My
blessing?
sister, he can actually pay.
Oh my God!
Hello? We are married. If he chooses to.
If you choose to.
I'm not going to force him to do that. Do you understand? My
Of
honest
course.
opinion is your choice.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So I can't force you to do something.
Yes.
And when you eventually agree to do it, my brother, please do it.
That's why I said
I'll
joint
help you
account.
to.
Okay, joint.
So his
joint.
money is entering there as well as my own.
Okay, so
it's
both
not
of
joint.
you-
When you're talking about salary into my
No, that one is a different ball game entirely.
That
Yeah.
one's different.
But for joint accounts, you would agree he's bringing his own contribution.
Than my own self. The joint
Okay,
account. Exactly.
and you okay?
So,
Yeah, that I
aspect,
can
I
understand.
would say it depends on the level of trust you have.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's like you have trust issues, though.
My sister, I have a whole issue with trust.
Wow.
Because I don't even trust myself.
I think it already depicts trust to an extent.
Yeah.
If you now decide that you're going to be you're going to be married to somebody, like you've dated so many people and you're now saying this is the man I'm going to get married to. That already is a level of trust. So for you to be comfortable enough to commit your entire life
to someone,
a
stranger actually,
yeah, so that's a huge level of trust. So if you can commit to marriage, why can't you just, what is salary?
My sister, we don't get married because we don't want to get married.
Oh, okay.
Understand. So for you to now start telling me that because I got married to you, so we should not start doing things together. Hello.
Okay, so
I have children.
Okay, so wait, you do not belong to the school of thought now that says my husband has to be my best friend. You know, there are those people, you have to be my best friend, which means we eat together, we probably go to work together, even if we don't work at the same place, but we leave the house together, I'll come back together, you tell me stuff, we share everything, including money. You don't belong to that school of thought.
Hello. We are married. We share things together. We can eat together, no problem. We can eat together. We can do things together. But when it comes to money, my sister, there's a whole, there's this thing, there's this spirit that comes, that is attached to money. Do you understand? Though for the fact that you guys are married, you need to trust each other, you need to understand, but things do change.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand? You've heard of situations whereby children kill their parents. Of recent, we heard of a 79-year-old man that was murdered by his son, by his child, a 13-year-old.
That's a very alarming story.
So anything can happen. You understand? So for you to now say that I should now to me, I would say it's gamble though, because I can actually do a lot of things with him, but when it comes to me sending my entire salary, hard-earned money that I go to work every day on a daily basis,
my salary
I'll now send it to him. He can actually send to my account, no doubt. Then we plan how we spend it, what we do with the money, and all of that. But see, this thing about marriage, we should not get it twisted.
Yeah.
You understand? For the fact that you're married doesn't mean that your life depends on it. There are some things that you need to do. You need to apply wisdom. Do you understand?
Common sense.
At the end of the day, we don't pray for things like this to happen.
Of course not.
We don't pray for it. But there are some unforeseen circumstances that you ought to prepare for. My sister, I have children. Do you understand? I have children. We'll end up giving birth to kids. And we have a whole lot to build in the future.
Of course.
So I need to have my own private account. I can send some money to his account. But for me to send my entire money to his account, hello, I'm your helpmate. You understand? They said a man is the head of the house. So he should actually shoulder the responsibility. Thank you.
Ha! Wisdom. Okay, so now I'm going to be directing this next question to you, Ijoma. Some points I picked from what Blessing said. I just want to know if you're in line with that school of thought. Initially, she mentioned she laid a lot of emphasis on her hard-earned currency. And I've come to understand that in this part of the world, in Nigeria, it is usually okay when men are the ones shouldering the bulk of the responsibilities, especially financial responsibilities. But when a woman, when it's now like a subject of discussion for a woman to come up, like, you for some time burdens of shouldering the financial responsibility, it's like a taboo. Like just now, she just said he's the man, is the head of the family, he's the man, he should take care of the responsibilities. But we also like to say that feminism, women should be given equal rights, women should be given equal opportunities, and yada 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 yada. When it comes to finances, why are women not always willing to want to be equal, so to speak?
First of all, it's the mentality in our country. In Africa, we don't think like the Western world, funny enough. We are used to men taking care of the house, head of the family. The Bible said it, no doubt, but then we are mostly about men should financially fight for the family. Because,
And I just think sometimes it's way too much pressure on one person.
Because if you're fighting for feminism, equality, that means you should have both fair share, actually, finances and otherwise.
Of course.
So, I mean, my salary, let's go back to topic.
Yeah.
Entering his account.
Okay.
My account, but when it comes to a joint account for the family, I'm going to put in my part of it.
Okay.
That's just what I'm going to say.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
So about the fact that you said you made mention of equality.
Yeah.
Now, in that scenario now, for the fact that I'm a woman, it doesn't mean that I can't work to better my future.
Of course.
It's always interesting to know that as a woman, you don't rely on a man.
Of course.
Do you understand? You don't rely on a man to get this, to get that, to get a whole lot. I am working so as to be a helpmate to you. You are also working to help with the
It's a two-way
house.
street.
It's a two-way thing. So you don't just wait for your man to go do the whole job and all of that. We are both working to set the home right, and everything is just for the future.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And now that I am working, what's the essence of me working and sending the money to you? Am I working for you? So at least there should be something that should be set right there. For the fact that I'm working, then maybe it's something that we can just channel our money into any investment for the children.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So instead of me to send it to you, hell no.
Like submitting your salary. So this very interesting topic we're talking about, I stumbled upon it online, and one of the very interesting comments that I saw was a lady actually said, if you're asking us as women to submit our salaries to our husbands, that she would do that under the condition that the man in question decides to now take over the house chores, or so to speak. Do you understand? Like, for example, since me now, I'm now working, I'm giving you the money. You now sit at home and be doing the house chores, like be a stay-at-home dad, be doing the cooking, be doing all the things that they say that women are supposed to be doing in our society.
Okay, so
what would you say?
The man is not working here, right?
It's not working, even if it chooses to work, because come on, let's face it, women are supposed to be this, women are supposed to be that. We do all of that and we still manage to go to work and we still earn money. So now,
Women are multitaskers.
yeah, naturally, not to blow our own trumpet, but yeah. But anyway, back to the topic. So now, would you say, what do you think about what the comment that the woman made for her husband to now take up the house chores? You do the cleaning, you do the cooking, you do the domestic stuff, basically, since you want me to be submitting my money to you.
I mean, if they're both going to work, actually, both working, and they could share it basically now.
But remember, they're both working. He's not submitting his money. She's submitting her money to him.
One is difficult too.
I know, right?
Very difficult.
I think she overreacted in that comment. For you to say that your husband should
the entire house chores.
No.
But okay.
The house chores that we're talking about now, you know, we have this African mentality that the kitchen should be for the woman, all the house chores is for the woman. I think that mentality needs to be eradicated.
Okay.
Because it's something
Preach, sister.
So because it's something that we both eat the food, we go to work together, we have kids, we take care of those children. There's nothing wrong with a man helping.
Partnership.
You help your wife to do some things, but you know that there's one thing bad about some women. When you eventually help them, they now see it as something that
they're entitled to.
They are entitled to eat.
Okay.
They are entitled to eat. They don't want to do this and all of that. You did this for me yesterday. Please, why don't you do this and all of that? Do you understand? So for the fact that you want to send your salary to him is your choice.
It's a
So
matter
you
of
don't have
choice.
to. You don't have to now say that he should be doing
The house
chores.
Mm.
If he wants to help you out, fine.
Okay.
And if he doesn't, my sister, you still
First of all,
understand.
that's the woman's
Do what you
business.
can do and leave the rest. Don't kill yourself with house chores.
Yeah.
That's the woman's business. That's her sending
That's
money.
just it.
Well,
So you
I'm not
can't
sending it,
just-
so I'm not going to have to do all those ones she's
No,
doing.
no.
Yeah.
So for the
So
fact
don't worry,
that
she's the one sending the money to your account.
No.
Okay. So yeah, well, for me, I would say that it's something that should really be discussed by both parties.
Yeah.
You're seeing someone, you're courting someone, and you know this is going to eventually lead to marriage. We should talk about these things. We should lay down some ground rules. Am I the type of woman that would want you to assist me every now and then in the kitchen? I'd let you know. Are you the type of man that wants me to an extent to be financially responsible, and you're going to ensure that I am financially responsible by asking me to submit my money to you? Tell me about it beforehand, and then we come to a compromise. For me, about the submitting of salary, I'm going to say I'd have an issue with that on one very strong point, and that's the fact that I like to think of myself as an independent person. I don't like for any reason to think that I am dependent on anybody, whether you're my father or my mother or my husband or whoever you are. So I would not be at peace knowing that I'm just here, even if I'm working to get satisfaction, to know that I'm helping, I'm touching lives, I'm doing good at this stuff. I want to know that I am independent. I cannot be coming to you for every penny, every kuli I want to buy. I'm asking for money from you. So on that ground, I would say that I am very much against it. But on another point, I tend to be financially irresponsible. So I could also see it as a way of, me helping myself, saving more is going to ensure, since he knows that I'm financially irresponsible, he's going to ensure that I don't spend unnecessarily. So
you can't save without sending.
yeah, but on that note, I'm going to probably split it 50-50 and say, okay, you hold on to this part as me saving, and then I keep some other part for myself. So in case all those impulse buying, sister
Do you
gotta
realize that there's one
glow up.
Do you realize that there's one thing in salary?
Mm.
Before the month ends, you have a whole lot.
Way too much expenses.
Way too much expenses that you just have to cultivate this habit of restricting yourself to buying a lot.
Exactly,
of
it's harder for some people to restrict. It's harder for me to restrict.
Because you have 30 days.
Yeah.
Before that 30 days, there are so many things that will just pop up.
No.
And you have to settle it before that 30 days. Do you understand? And when it gets to that point, you now expect me to send it when I've spent a whole lot.
Yeah.
I also made mention of when you are in a relationship, you have to tell me about
Yes, communication is
communication.
key.
You
Yeah.
tell me if you can do this, you can do that. You don't wait for somebody to tell you.
Really?
Yes, because there are some men that you be like, this is what I can do when we get married. This is it. This is that. So many people hide on that. They just tell you. Do you understand? You can't get to know someone that way. They'll just
Here
tell
goes
you,
the trust issues again.
they'll
It's
just-
loud.
They'll just tell you. They might tell you that, yes, so I can cook for you. I can do this. I can do that. Marriage is forever. You cannot just tell me that with the word. It's by action. You can't tell me something and I'll believe you.
Yeah.
You can't know someone within 3 months, 6 months. There are so many people that they didn't even court for long and they eventually enjoying their home. But the thing is, I don't work with what you say. I work with your actions.
Okay.
I work with your actions. So even if you say you can do that, you can do this, you can do that.
Prove it to me.
That's business. If you can't do it, don't say it.
Okay.
That's just
Can't do it, don't say it. That's a mantra. I'm holding on to that. But I'm actually very open-minded. So I sometimes
Talk to you. I feel like
I'm very, very open-minded. If you don't give me a reason to doubt you, I'm not going to doubt you. Unless you give me a clear reason why I should be doubting you. So, Ijama, what would be your last word of motivation. She gave us a mantra. If you can't do it, don't say it. What would you say?
I mean, it's all personal. What you want to do.
Yeah.
But for me personally, my salary is open to anybody's account.
Okay, that's...
You're going to have to, find a way to put it
Yes,
into
of course.
family support, whatever. But then, if you want to do it, it's a very big risk, my darlings. You just know whether you can. If you trust the person that much, then you're free to. Please put your salary inside the person's account. Enjoy yourself.
Okay.
I wish you all the best.
Yeah.
All right. What she said, it's actually a very personal thing. It's your choice to decide whether you want to do this or do that with your partner. Do not conform to peer pressure. Do not conform to what your friends are saying is in vogue now. At the end of the day, they'll leave you to carry your cross by yourself.
Alone.
Yes. On this note, we are wrapping up the program done on VOS TV. It's been quite an interesting segment today. I had fun. Did you?
Of course I did.
Of course. All right. Do well to like this video. Drop your comments on the comment section below, and of course share this video amongst your friends. Follow us across our social media platforms at VOS TV Naija on Instagram and Facebook, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOS TV News. My name is Osasoge Ibe. Thanks for watching.